So we saw two issues in the previous video. One, there was no title in the toolbar when we came back to the app. And second, the app crashed when we pressed the back button. Let's fix the title issue first. Okay, when the user comes and logs in for the first time, the if-else block with the intent is going to get executed. And if you see here, the name of the Avenger goes with the intent to the Avenger's activity. But now, the preferences get stored in this for the first time, and so, when the user comes the next time, this block gets executed and the user is taken directly to the Avenger's activity, right? But we only created the intent here. We have not sent the name of the Avenger in this intent over here. This means that when this Avenger's activity tries to extract the name from the intent, it will not get any value. And hence, it comes as null and we do not get a title on the toolbar. Now, how can we fix this? A simple way out can be that why not save the name of the Avengers in the shared preferences as well and use the shared preferences to extract this name in the Avengers activity. Sounds doable, right? So let's do it. So let's add a parameter in this save preferences function. The parameter will be used to save the name of the Avenger and it will be of string type. Now, we need to save this title in the shared preferences. So we can simply copy this line, change this to put string since we want to put a string value now. Also, change this key to title and this value to title, which is the variable we are using in the code above to save the title. Now, when we call this save preferences function in these if-else blocks, we should pass the name of the Avenger as the parameter in the function. Why did we move the line for calling the function below the variable which stores the name of the Avenger? Because we cannot pass the title in the save preferences unless it is stored in the variable. Also, now we need not pass the title in the intent, so we'll remove this part. Let's do this for all the if-else blocks. So that's done. Now, we need to extract this title from the shared preferences in the Avengers activity. So let's move here. First, we will create a shared preferences variable. The data type of the variable is shared preferences and we have used the late init keyword because it will get initialized later. Again, we will define this object here like we had done in the login activity. Now, we don't need this block since we will no longer extract the title from the intent. So let's go ahead and remove this. We will now extract the title from the shared preferences. So let's use this title name variable to store the extracted value. To extract, we will use the shared preferences object, then use the getString function since we want to extract a string. In the parameter here, we will pass the name of the key which is title. And as value, we will give the default value we want this key to have. So that will be the Avengers. Remember, we want to put this title as the default title for all those not so privileged Avengers who don't have their own password. Once we have done this, we need to test it. So uninstall the app from the device so that everything gets refreshed. Now we'll run it from the Android Studio. Entering mobile number, password Steve and login. Yes, we got logged in and got Captain America as the title of the screen. Now let's exit the app and reopen it. The title stays as Captain America. But on pressing the back button, the app still unfortunately stops. Now let's go ahead and fix this issue. So we'll go to the Android Studio and go to this Logcat window. We have used this window once before when we were doing a run-through of how our activity lifecycle methods were working. This window is actually pretty important to us. Whenever an app crashes, it's going to be our go-to window. Why, you may ask? Because it maintains a record of all the events that occur on the app, and we can look at them to find out the exception or error. Now here we see a lot of red lines. Well, all these red lines are red because there was an error. They are error messages. If you are not able to view these, you need to make sure the following things are proper. Check that you have clicked on this Logcat window option only. Then, in this first option from the left, check that the device you are using is selected. Third, select the package name of your application from this other drop-down. In this next drop-down, select the option for error instead of verbose. You need not do anything in the search bar. Make sure this rejects box is checked. And from this final drop-down, select the option for show only selected application. Once you have done all this, make sure that the screen displaying on your app is the crashed screen. Okay, we hope you can all see the error messages now. Now, don't get worried looking at so many lines of error messages. We won't be going through most of it. The lines that concern us are the ones that have the name of our file mentioned. Mostly it will appear in a blue color like this. The line just above this here is showing the reasons for the crash. It says that the app crashed due to an illegal state exception in this line. It further says that this must not be null. It says that the edit text for the mobile number must not be null. Why are we getting things null now? Anyway, let's understand what happens here. This is the line that has the activity's name, so the error must be written somewhere here. We can simply click on this blue line here to go directly to the line that is causing the error. Looks like that once we press the back button, the app goes back to the login activity, but the code pushes it back to the Avengers activity since the value of shared preferences becomes true. But while the app is pushed forward to the Avengers activity, the activity is not getting recreated because the onCreate is not getting called. See here, we tell the app that when this becomes true, take us to the next screen. But we forget that we need to call the onCreate method every time we open the app, because it is inside the onCreate method that the appropriate setContent view is called. So, the page tries to find the views that it needs to display to the user, but it cannot find them. And thus we get null at this stage. Now to solve this, we can simply finish the login page once the user has logged in for the first time, so that when the user presses the back button, he is not taken back to the login page. So here, once the is logged in is true, and we know that it is not the first visit of the user, we will finish this activity. Done. Also, we will shift the setContent view here outside the login of the application so that the view is set before all the conditionals, and such things can work. Now we can remove this else block. Make sure you uninstall the app to implement the changes and then run it. We log in again and are taken to this page. Now we press back and the app closes. Open again and we get directly logged in. Press back and the app closes. Great, the app works perfectly now. So that was all for this video. Click next to take a quiz.